It was the night we had all been waiting for on The Real Housewives of New York Season 10 Episode 9. Oh yes, we're talking about the night Luann Lesseps got arrested, and it all went down thrillingly. We'll talk about the big arrest first because, well, it was epic. We could totally believe it was scripted. "Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm going to kill you," barked Luann at the officer in the footage. That was enough for the officer to tell her she was going to jail. She then asked for them to remove her handcuffs because she was caught. Given the severity of Luann's behavior, the cops declined her request. That paved the way for the most hilarious scene in the history of this Bravo series. Luann made a run for it from the squad car and even managed to get the cuffs off. She slipped them, handcuffs, an officer said. Unsurprisingly, the officers were not impressed, and the officer had to hold his hand to her throat. "I'm going to hog-tie you if you don't stop," the officer yelled at the disgraced countess. "What did I do wrong?" de Lesseps said, presumably realizing this was going to make it to the TV show. As previously reported, Luann was charged with battery of law enforcement, disorderly intoxication, resisting arrest and making threats against a public servant. Things got worse for Luann in the immediate aftermath. She was told she should get a lawyer because, well, things were not looking good for her. She was told by the judge to stop drinking because she was going to get herself into some serious trouble if she continued on this path. Luann was fine earlier in the episode. She had a brand new house on the Upper West Side. It all seemed like a case of too much alcohol. Luann wanted to move on with her life following her divorce, and that's why she was moving into this new home. "I am so happy. I am so happy," Luann said as she geared up to move on to a new chapter in her life. Even though most of the drama was saved for the latter half of the episode, it kicked off with Carol Radziwill and Bethany Frankel yelling at each other in the Berkshires. They were still arguing about Adam wanting to be compensated for working a charity event. The argument quickly resulted in the pair exchanging jabs about not looking out for each other, and Carol then said she wanted to be recognized by Bethany for her marathon. But Carol went for the jugular when she said that Bethany said Luann was a loser, and that was enough to get Luann to join in on the fight. "Do you think I care what you say about me for 1 second?" Luann screamed at Bethany. Bethany then tried to change things up by saying Luann had lipstick all over herself. But it was not all doom and gloom. Everyone seemed to put the past behind them in the following scenes. They were partying. There were other parties, but they were bland. It was like the producers were trying to show off the ladies partying to diffuse the fact that Luann got arrested. What did you think of the episode? Hit the comments below.